All right. Well, hang around for a minute or two, make sure everything's up and running and feeding through properly. Make sure it is apparently coming through. See my hand occasionally. It seems to be working. If I'm going to do this more often, I'm going to need to get some music to put on over this like Fox does. Right. That's probably been long enough. Right. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is a live build alternative to the football that seems to be on tonight, according to everybody I've been passing in the street, been saying about things coming home. I don't know. But yeah, as ever, I'm here. I'm going to build something. I've got the Avengers Iron Man Metal Earth. Now, if you're not familiar with these kits, they're basically photo etch like from normal model kits, but that's all it is. It's just sheets of metal that are pre-cut, sort of laser cut out to texture and shape and cut out. They're just held on with little nubs that snap off, and then you bend them and shape them and end up with something a bit like that, an Iron Man. So yeah, I haven't even opened the packet yet, so I've got that going. Excuse me, I've still got a bad throat, so I'll be coughing occasionally, but I'm sure you can excuse that. I see there's a couple of people watching. If you are watching, if you go down to the corner, down there somewhere, I find the YouTube button, click on the live chat, say hello. I've got chat open in a little iPad next to me here, so if you want to say hello. Any questions or anything to keep me murmuring on for a couple of hours or so. I have created this event as a hangout, so there may be other people popping in to say hello and possibly do a little bit of modelling on their own, or just to chat, or read the chat out, or whatever anyone wants to do. I've got a group of people together that I've decided to call Gross's Gang, because it sounds cool. Basically just people that I do hangouts with and chat with. So if any of those are watching, I did send out the link to join in. Feel free, pop in, say hello, say model or not, whatever you want to do. Oh, Mickle Pickle's in, says hey Chris. Hi Mickle Pickle. At least somebody's watching. I don't feel completely alone talking to myself now. I hope the picture and the audio are okay. I've moved the camera so you get a bit of over the top view rather than off from a side with my hands in the way, or behind me, or looking at the back of my head as it would normally be on a live feed. Ooh. 3 sheets of metal. Oh, four sheets. 3 sheets. Just one of them's in 2 halves with gold bits. Right, I apologise for any reflections or whatever, but obviously I need a light to do this, so when it gets built, it's going to be less of a problem. That's all of that for the kit there. I'll get that out of the way. We seem to have 2 pages of instructions. This is a bigger kit than ones I've done previously. Ooh, extra bits. Look, even bonus extra bits. Look, doing a little bit. Some silver bits. Oh, it's actually a 4-colour kit. It's quite 3-colour kit. Even. Red, gold, and silver. That's quite nice. Right, so I'm going to have a look through the instructions here. Apparently, it's highly recommended that you visit there and see the assembly completed model, but it's, you know, just Mickle People said audio and video is fine. Thank you. That way, I don't know which way. That way, that do. I've got to get used to which way the camera is, and if I turn around and look at the screen behind me, it's reversed because that's how they. I don't know. It's very confusing. So, if anything goes hideously wrong, let me know. Right, so assembly flowchart. We've got all the bits, all numbered and hard to find because they don't actually number the the pieces on here, basically you have to find the bit that's the bit. So this is that sheet. You have to make sure it's the right way around, and then you can look at the bit. So you know you need number 10. You know it's that one up there. So it's not the easiest of things to do, but it just takes time. I don't know if I'll get this entire thing completed in this build. I don't know how long I'll be on for. It's going to be at least a couple of hours, but there's shouting going on, so I'm assuming someone's scored. But Mike Hornsby in. Mike Hornsey is in. Sorry. Hello, Chris. Hello, Mike. You haven't missed anything. I haven't started yet. I've only got it out of the packet. Yeah, right. So looking like we're starting with the feet, making 2 feet, and then putting them on the stand, and then obviously building the leg going upwards by the looks of it. So yeah, as I was saying, the last one of these I did as a live stream was about 3 hours long, and it wasn't quite such a complicated kit. So I don't think I'll be finishing this one. Yeah, that's the second shape with the instructions going on arms and head. So I'll put that on the side, and we'll see how far through I get. And we'll carry on from there. If I don't finish it, then I'll do another one another time. When I've built these previously for myself without doing it as a video, I normally only do a bit, half an hour or so, because you start getting tired and making mistakes. But the other one did go okay over 3 hours, so we'll see. Hopefully, so I'll keep this going until the football's finished and I can safely go back downstairs without being shouted at for being in the way or making too much noise or anything else. So here we go. Let's start. We'll start with piece number 1, strangely enough. The annoying thing with this is you need the instructions open to see what bit goes where it is on the thing. But you also need to be able to see what you're doing with it. So hopefully I can put that there, and that's not whiting out the camera too much. Just about enough for you. Right, so let's find part number 1. This is the boring bit, just looking for bits, looking for numbers on these. Oh, there you go. Part number 1 is on the half bit. That half bit that way round, and part number 1 is over there. Now it does say to make 2 of these, so I'm assuming we're going to need 2 number 1s. So there must be another one somewhere else. Can't see another one that looks the same as that there. Got a hand there, that's quite nice. Let's go for colour. There we go. Another one the same colour down there on that one. So let's pull that bit off as well while we're here. The ones with multiple pieces do have different coloured shadings on the instructions, makes it a bit easier. So that's the 2 number 1s. Also going to need number 2, which is nice and bright yellow. On the instructions, obviously not in real life. Now, these are normally held in place with 2 pins, so you can actually just rotate a few times. Sometimes there's 3 and you have to get more creative, but with 2 it's quite easy. There we go, that's that one. The other blue one, a yellow one rather, is there. Just like building a normal plastic model kit or Lego, it's easier to get the bits you need for each stage first, and then build that stage. So that's part number 3. It's just coming off of here as well. Sergeant Bones is in. He says it's coming home. I'm already home. I don't know about the rest of you. I've been home for half hour or so. What colour was 3? That light green. There we go. At the top of the other page over there. I've finished that stage of the Saturn V. If anybody watched the eModel stream a couple of days ago, I showed you that then. I'm editing the video and putting that up probably the weekend, I should think, depending on how the editing takes and goes. If anyone's interested in other things, stay tuned to the channel. like and subscribe. You probably already do. Right, I can't pick them up now. Right, part number one. I'm going to need some tools. So I'm going to grab some tweezers. I've got some other tweezers here that would be more useful. See, if I was back home early enough, I would have sorted all this out before and been organised, but that wouldn't. What's the fun in that? That's the ones I was looking for. I've got some tweezers that are like flat bladed things, which are quite nice. Right, Sergeant Bones says, what you building there? My mum sent me the Falcon and the T-34 Metal Earth. I've done the Falcon. I don't know what's the T-34. Is that a Terminator thing? This is Iron Man. Nice 3-colour one. Right, so part number one. Let's see how that builds. I'll probably end up having to get my Optivisor out soon. Sides fold down. They fold down a little bit, and then the sides come down a bit more. So this must be the top of the foot. Yeah, so that's got to go around and into that first bit. Yep, definitely going to need magnification for this. So again, hopefully this is not blocking everything off, and hopefully I'm in shot. Yeah, see, right to the edge of the bench, so you're going to catch the edge of my head in there, but nothing I'm embarrassed about. Move that round and bend that down. There's one side of that done. The other, what happens to that? It just goes round and down. Right. I might go a bit quiet during bits of this, obviously concentrating and trying to make it look quite nice. Talk amongst yourselves. As I say, hopefully at some point throughout the evening I'll be joined. So it won't just be 3 hours of me sitting here in silence forgetting that you lot are watching. Assuming you're still watching, you might have gone home, got bored already. I wouldn't blame you. There we go. Let's get that one bent down there. Go straight down. And that goes a little bit forward, and then that goes straight down. Yeah, and they come in to meet up. Cool. Not forgetting the back. Right, let's have a look. Raging Base is in. Hi, Chep. How's it going? It's going well, thank you. Concentration is real, says Mickle Pickle. Yeah, you need to focus sometimes. I'm normally very easygoing and let things slide, but when you're doing fine detail stuff like this, just want it right. So there we have and foot. Hopefully they can see that a little bit. So I'm going to do exactly the same again with the other one. Instead of going, doing all of the first step, this one should be easier because I know what I'm doing now. Yeah, know what I'm doing. All right. Heard that one before. That curved round. It's definitely easier the second time around. Now, it's still been quite warm today. It's not been quite as hot as it has been, but it's still quite warm. So I have got a fan going and the window open. So hopefully it's not too distracting. You probably couldn't hear it until I mentioned it. Now you can hear it. Can't stop hearing it. That's the way it normally works for me. What I'll probably do is build a bit and then have a look and see if anything's happened in chat. That way I can stay mostly focused on what I'm doing and still feel like I'm not ignoring anybody. YouTube have recently seen fit to bless me with the ability to offer super chat. So if I do ignore you and you don't mind spending £1 or two, you can make it beep at me by clicking the little dollar icon and spending real world money on me. But as ever, if you just type in, as Ted would say, bold letters, bold capitals, I'm sure I'll see messages and I'll go back and have a look through anything every so often anyway. There we go. 2 foot. All right, let's see. Sergeant Bone says those kits are relatively easy, but hard to get everything lined up first go. Yeah. Raging Bases is putting off reading new comic books for me. Thank you. I've been waiting 3 months for Relay Issue 1 and 2 months for... Well, you've been waiting 3 and 2 months. What's another half hour or 2 hours or 4 hours? You're going to grab a nice lolly anywhere else? What? No, I'm using my hands, thanks. Mickle Wiggle says, yeah, but by the time it gets here, it'll be melted. And Sergeant Bone says, too cold in Germany, only 16 degrees. Not sure what it is in here at the moment. It did go to sort of mid-20s during the day. Shane Young says, hello, Chris, thanks for this. Not a fan of you know what. The other thing that I'm doing because of this. Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to start talking about Gundam then for a minute. Right, let's see what happens with part number 2. I'm going to take my visor off because even that's making my head sweaty. That folds round to be the ankle bit. And that's going to fold round. So there, the little tab goes through. Yeah, it was almost a last minute thing coming on doing this today. Because I'm not interested in the football. I don't understand. Well, I understand it, but I don't understand what all the attention is for. 12 men running around kicking a bag. So I thought, why not? I'll see. You never know. Somebody else might want to come and waste some time instead of getting shouted at for not enjoying the football. And then I thought, what should I do? So I ordered this kit yesterday, and thanks to the wonders of Amazon Prime, it came this afternoon. So I've been able to build it for you. For me, but you know what I mean. There we go. That's going in there. Nice ankle. A little bit of ankle action. And get in there and get those folded over as well. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it for the next match or two. Whichever one England end up playing in. If it's Saturday, I'll be at work during the day on Saturday. And if it's Sunday, I've got some archery going on Sunday. So I'll have to leave you to watch. Do your own models. That's probably the best bet. And do your own thing. That one. Nearly there. And then we'll see what time it is and see what's next. Right, let's get the part number 3. Just goes on the top. That's nice and easy. Just got the 3 tabs there to go through. Cool. Foot. 2 foot. There we go, 2 feet. Ready to go. Next up is the base, so I'll dig that out in a moment. Just have a look and see what's happening. Right, Sergeant Bones says, although I'm a Yank, I hate to admit the game is on in the background and he's rooting for England. Well, there's nothing wrong with rooting for England, but it's just that the game holds no attention to me. There's no interest. Raging Basis says, I'm not really fussed about the football, but if the team won, kudos to them, considering last time they did get past the groups. I don't know what happened last time. That's the thing that sort of annoys me about the whole, come on England thing. It's like, who won the World Cup last year? Does anyone actually remember? I've got literally no idea. Or the one before that. I know England won in '66. I know that's, the thing. But I've got no idea who won any other year. Probably just because I've got no interest in football. But I don't know how many people that would actually know, everything. Who scored the most goals and too many stats and things for it. It just doesn't, nothing for me at all. Shane Young says, we're most definitely a minority not liking the game. And Sergeant Bone says, do I bend the tabs or just twist them? I sort of bend backwards and forwards, as you've probably just noticed. Backwards and forwards does it for me, because it doesn't do anything for the rest of the bit that you're on. And there aren't any nubs to speak of. You can't tell where the bits were. And they fold down anyway. So this one is what we're putting the feet onto. The trick with the long bits is to get them folded down sort of all at once. So it's a case of gripping as much as you can, bending a little bit. Without making it look like there's a crease in the middle. As I say, I've not actually done any proper model kits that have photo etch in it, but I'm assuming this is good practice. It's got to be really in it. It's much the same stuff, isn't it? Someone's going to tell me it's nothing like photo etching kits now. Looks the same, that's all I know. I wonder why this isn't all the way around. A couple of gaps on this. Just a bit strange. For the long flat bits, I'm actually going to use the edge of the bench just to get them a bit square as well. Once they've started, you can finish them off there. So these are all sort of pre-cut and pre-perforated to make the folding relatively painless. There we go, that's the base for it. So a quick look. Make a wiggle around here, it's a different game, but I don't care for it either. Sergeant Bones says, good practice, metal other stuff is much thicker. Oh, right, okay. That's good to know. It's quite substantial. It's designed to be a structural model in its own right, so I assume it has to be a bit more substantial. Right. I think I've bent them in a bit too far. They shouldn't be quite square because the ankles and that are a little bit further apart. What are they? Oh, there's another bit that goes around some of the back. Right, okay. Let's work from the front then. Got those two to go there. And the two to go there. And sometimes you can't tell which way. So it's not going in, but you're not going in one side or the other. Can't tell if you've got to bend it in more or straighten it out a bit more. So that one's got to bend in more. Like that. Yeah, sorry, Michael. I've lost track. Where is it you're from then? What's the game that they play where you are? There you go, 1 foot down. Tidy up the little edge bits. Mike Hornsey says there was no sports in my house when I grew up. My father was a toy maker, so we did that instead. That must have been good. Well, that's probably one of those things that, you know, sounds really good, and everyone was, oh, you're so lucky for that, but probably wasn't. I mean, my family are watching clock repairers, so there was always, you know, clocks around the house. Not so that, you know, worried me or anything. It was just the way it was. You, as a kid, you get on with things. Oops, one bit's broken off. What's that? That's not good. We won't tell anyone about that. A little bit off the back here. Did feel like it folded down very easily, but it's at the back. I'll move it. We won't worry about that. Might try and glue that down from the inside maybe sometime. Right, that's that. So now I've got a little bit more build up around the feet to do. Let's just have a wander through and see what's what. Raging Bases, glad I don't work in an office anymore. I don't have to hear about the football or reality TV. Yeah, that's not the same. Michael Wiggles says American football. Oh, right, yeah. That's football, but not really football. So we're all talking about soccer for you, are we? Sergeant Bone says, oh, God, reality, not TV. Yeah, not reality TV. I think it's none of it's real as it used to be, but not anymore. Michael Wiggles from Mississippi. I know how to spell that. It's easy. Yeah, Azerbaijan Basis says it was painful when Big Brother was on. Sergeant Bone says, oddly enough, I played soccer until I got in the army. Yeah, I didn't do any sports at all. Right, let's see. We need parts 5 and 6. They're purple. It's easy. Find them easy. They're there. I know I'm pointing at things off camera that you can't see, but trust me, it's there. Look, found it. 2 of each of them as well. So, there's one. And there's another one. 6 is the smaller blue one. There's one there next to that. Oh, where is it? Kind of lost it. There it is. And the other one is on there. There it is. Gets easier when there's fewer parts to find as well. You start off slower and then the speed picks up. Right. Michael Wiggles says, do you know why the announcers in golf whisper? I don't know. I assume they don't put the golfers off, but I assume they're nowhere near them. But just makes everybody else whisper, doesn't it? If I start whispering, you'll probably start whispering yourselves as well. Group dynamics. Right, they fold in. On there. Where do they fold? I'm going to have to get my eyes back on. Okay, there's little triangular bits there, so that's going to fold there and there. And 2 bits going down, that's going up. Yeah, very strange. Is that? Right. Sergeant Bones says, don't wake the spectators. They whisper to try and make it more interesting, Raging Basis says. I mean, it makes you lean closer to the telly, doesn't it? Right, these tiny bits have got to be no interest to you lot at all. You can't see them. I can barely see them, and I'm sitting on top. I'm screwing my fingers. That. Go on that way up onto the front there. Okay. Not sure what bit this is. It's like back of foot, sort of ankle, heel. Okay. Maybe some of it you really should look at the picture of. If you don't know what it is you're trying to build, it's harder to get. I'm just going to get the knife to get into that edge piece. Give me a little bit of room to work with. Alright, so that's that round there. So, what does it say about that? That's actually got that bit going that way. I have to go in round. Down there. I'm not sure how that works. Let's see if I can get a closer look at it at a different angle. It's definitely that way round and like that. Okay, maybe it's just the shaping. Go in there, that will go in there. That should go down through there. There you go. Sort those bits out, shall we? Okay, yeah, that's like a little heel piece. Finishes off that back foot nicely. All good. Get this one on, then I'll have another look and see what's happening on the chat. And I'll put that on the right way up. It'll be even easier, wouldn't it? It looks nicer if you get it the right way up. I haven't heard any more screaming outside, so apart from that first one, not long after I started, which sounded quite happy. So I'm thinking it's probably 1-0 to England. Interesting to see what happens at the end if I tell the score by shouts from down the street. That's that one through. Definitely easier to do this before you fold up the first bit. Back out that way. And they come in that way. I think these were not quite in as straight as it should be. That's why I was having trouble getting the other heel on this side. Hopefully now I've reshaped that a little bit. Should be somewhat easier. Yeah. Okay, let's get that one on there. Right, there we go. I'm going to have a drink because it's still warm. Right. Let's see what we've got. Blah, blah, blah. Right, yeah, the whispering people. It was to make us lean closer to the TV. I do what I do on a music track I did in college. Gradually make it quieter so people increase the volume and then boom. Yeah, definitely do that. Make it a bit quieter and quieter and quieter. Then when they all get close, yeah. Right, apparently there's 14 people watching and 3 chatting. Yeah, well, actually, one of them people watching is going to be me because I've got the chat open. So there's actually only 10 people being quiet, apparently. Sergeant Bones says, intro time, where are you all from? Me, American, living in Germany. Raging bassist, Northwest England, boxy little place, makes Mos Eisley look reputable. Mickle Pickle, American, living on the top of the sit. Oh, wait, I already did this, yeah. Hello, me, England, London, near Heathrow. Oh dear, right. Yeah, talking about where people live, I'm not going to go too deep into that. Right, so that's the feet. We're progressing on. If you are watching elsewhere other than the YouTube chat, come and join in the chat. Click on the little YouTube icon that's down there somewhere, probably. Or the other side, but either side, somewhere, there'll be a little YouTube icon, might be at the top. Click on that, it'll take you to the actual YouTube page. There should be a live chat on there somewhere. Come in, say hello to the guys. There's only 3 of them in there. They're shy, but say hello, come say hi, and say I'm looking at the chat as well. So let's get caught up. Talk to all of us. Give me something to talk about for the next little while I'm putting the rest of this together. If you've only just come in, I'm building the Metal Earth Iron Man. Look, he's got feet. So yeah, come along, say hello, and we'll continue on with the build. I've done the first little bit. Now to the next little bit. I've got to find 2 of these little like top of foot pieces, which are a light blue colour and look like that one. So let's get that twisted off of there. Get another one of those somewhere else, which is on a different piece entirely over there, that corner there. There we go. It's very clever the way they fit all these pieces on. Must be figuring out what you need to make, how you need to make it, and then how you're going to fit it onto as fewer sheets of metal as possible. Right, Osric 9000's been good evening, and now back to the football. He's just popped in to say hello, and then he's gone back to the. No, the whole point is watching these instead of watching the football. This is my football alternative show. It's not my just pop in to say hello and then go and watch football again show. You're welcome to do whatever you like. Happy to have you even for a couple of minutes. So let's get this top part of the shoe folded round. And that we're going to, there's holes there, I think. One's at the back. Yep, and then we've got some front shoe to go on in a moment when I found them. Let's go back to magnification. That side will go in there. And then that side will go in there. I thought his shoes looked a bit weak. More like slippers than shoes to begin with. They didn't have enough armour plating on them. As I said, I've built a few of these Metal Earth kits This is the first coloured one that I've done. All the other ones have been a single colour. Actually, I think all the other ones I've done have been steel. I haven't done any of the coloured ones at all. This is quite nice. It's got 3 colours to it, and obviously mainly red. But there is some gold and some silver in it as well. So it's going to be interesting. That side down there. There we go. That's the tops of the feet. Now we've got to do the toes. Get some messages through. Nothing interesting. Right. Let's have a look. Sergeant Bose is multitasking, building tracks and typing here and watching footy. 3 things at once. Michael Bigger's staring at his X-Wing because he's waiting on some custom decals. Nice. And Shane Youngs is in, removing all the flash from an Italeri Escort. Yeah, that's a long job. Yeah, more flash than kit on some of those all the things. Ah, dear. Right, they're doing the front part of the feet. Number 7, dark blue bits. There we go. They're both on one sheet by the looks of it. Oh, yeah. Wearing my helmet, I'm knocking the camera. That one, I think, is that one. Yep. And it's those 2 bits there. That's one. And the other one was right next to it, conveniently. Conveniently not coming off. Inconveniently not coming off. Oh, come on, you can't hide behind another bit. There you go. Right, this is the front toe protector thing. So let's get that curved round. Like steel toe caps. Iron Man steel toe caps. There you go. Cool. The other one done as well while I'm here. Right, and then they go in the 2 remaining front holes. About there. Yeah, come on, I can see it. One side. Okay, you're going to be like that, are you? Alright, let's get that side back in again. And get that folded over so that's not going anywhere. And then let's see about seating that side in as well. Come on, in you go. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, I can see the daylight through there. I can see exactly where you need to go. Come back to that one. Might be that the bottom's just not lined up quite right. Yeah, because that one's gone in much nicer. So let's pull it back out and twist that a little bit. Nearly there. I see it nearly there. I'm sure this is stunning viewing for you lot. We should have a safe word that if you have to go because it's too boring, just say, you know, I've got to walk the dog or something, so it doesn't hurt my feelings. You're bored now. Get some finer tweezers. Oh, they're all bent out of shape. Let's not use them then. There you go. Needed to threaten it a little bit more. That's what did it. Right, that's the feet done. I'm going to have to have another drink because my voice is going even worse. There's another bottle. And then we'll see what's been going on in the land of chat. What have we got? We have Mike's repairing an Arado AR 196. I don't know what that is. It's got a canopy, so I'm assuming it's a plane. Getting it fixed is good. He's going to put pics up the weekend. I'll look out for them. Troughton Child's in. Hi. Got an Artillery 148 Osprey coming in the post after seeing them the other day. Origin Base has got a week off coming up soon. Going to finish what Necrons I have and then get them. Goodbye some more. Oh dear. Chris Campney's in. Hi, sorry, watching footy. That's not a problem. You're allowed to watch footy as well. It's a German Recon plane. Right, yeah. Yeah, see, I got it as a plane. I knew that much. When you said canopy, that gave it away. Right, that's the feet and the ankles coming together. So already got a bit of weight to it. It's quite nice. Even with that bit that broke off earlier that we're not going to talk about anymore. Right, so here we have ankles shouldn't be, wouldn't it? Part number 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's see which of them I can find. I see a 12 already. So let's get out the 12, which is, oh, a big bit. I think this is where it's going to start to matter which leg we're dealing with. All the other bits so far have been do 2 of these because it's got 2 feet. I think this one is going to start, the legs are going to be bent in different ways, so things will be a little bit different. There we go, that's that one. Raging Basis says, I don't recall a bit breaking off. Yeah, thank you, covering for me. Right, that was 12, so I need 9, 10, and 11 as well. Let's see if I can see any of them on the Nate. Not only on that sheet. 13. Didn't say 13, did I? No. Yeah, they haven't given me all the bits, obviously. 14. I don't want 14. It's going the wrong way. 10. I've seen a 10. 10's on that one. There's a 10. Well, 10's actually got that colour to it. So there's another 10 somewhere then, no doubt. There it is in the middle of the other sheet. Let's grab that one that's not got the number next to it. So when I need it in a minute for the other side, I won't have to hunt for it. Okay, 10. So I still need 9 and 11. 11's coloured. I can see that. So that's on the first sheet, and it's that one there. These obviously structural bits are going to be the same for either leg, I would assume. There we go. So it's just number 9 that I need now, which is another big bit by the looks of it. Should be easy to find. I can't see it on that sheet. There we go. There's a 9 down there. And that's is that sheet. It's that bit there. So that's 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Get them in the right order. And it'll be easy to come back to. Trout and trousers. I bet that makes a leg. Yeah, it's the calf. How much does it weigh once finished? Exactly the same as it weighed before I did it. Actually, less because it's got less. They're not heavy. They're very thin metallic sheets, but it's not. You know, it's not going to blow away, but it's equally not going to, dent anything if you drop it. All right, get those out of the way. Mickle Piggle says it's supposed to be that way. You didn't need that bit. Yeah, that's right. It was a little bit from the back. That bit there. But it's a bit of the back framework. But there's bits missing that aren't there anyway. There's little gaps in it all the time. So they were there before I started. Honest, it was only one little bit I broke off. Right, let's see. NE means non-engraved. There's an engraved bit, which is obviously on the inside on this one. That's interesting. So this needs to fold round. They don't go together. Oh, they have to splay it out. Okay. You can bend them out, like curve them out rather than folding them out. That's that. 10 goes on the top. And that holds it together. We've got 3 bits there, and there's 3 bits there. So I've got to get those lined up on those. 1. Missed that one. 1, 2. And 3. Yep, they're all on. Let's get them folded down. Okay, and 11 goes on the front. So let's get those. Fold it out a little bit, straightened up, give me the room to do what I need to do. Cool. Nice and easy. Possibly too easy. Yeah. Just something in there so I can fold down. Something to push against. This is where you need more fingers, and you need them to be very thin and made out of metal. Okay, that's that one. And 12. All right, this is going to be another fun one. That's got the engraved bit again on the inside. So we've got to curve a bit and fold round and they actually join up to each other. And that. Where's that bit going? Oh, that must go into there. Okay. There's a little tag on there. Let's get that out. On the front on that one as well. Magnification. Here we come. Get done with bending that out before folding those two over the top. Let's know about that next time. There you go. Right, okay. So that goes through there. I think. Does it go that far in? Yeah, it does go that far in. Let's get that a bit further out then. Okay, so there we got that. Attaches on the back. That one attaches on the front. And those two will go through from that side as well. Wow. It's very intricate, and I certainly wouldn't have thought, oh, I know, if we could make this bit go like that, that'll go together like that. People that come up with these and invent them and design them, it's a whole different level. So let's get that one through there. That's it, you're getting there. we go over there. And that looks a bit like it does in the picture. And that's that side done. And then it gets a bit more tricky because I've got to take this side and the other side at the same time. So let's see what happens with chat while I'm here. All right. Oh, Lynn's in. Hi, Chris. I'm at lunch, so I'm popping in. Hi, Lynn. Hopefully you're still there. Sergeant Bones, what's for lunch? PBJ, apparently. Sergeant Bones' favourite, next to bologna, cheese, and mustard. Yeah, I don't do either of them things. Everyone's saying hello. Michael Pickle says, I haven't PBJ in a long time. Did you bring enough for everyone? Lynn had an egg salad sandwich yesterday. I had egg and bacon sandwich today. What's Chris's building? Oh, come on. Watch from the beginning. Rewind and watch. Watching building Metal Earth Iron Man. As I mentioned earlier as well, but you know. Sergeant Bones is back in a bit and needs refreshments. Yeah. And Sergeant Osric 9000 says, I think it's a lem. No, that's next week's build. Right, let's see. On the next page, we are ignoring what I've done already and carrying on with part number 13. I knew there was going to be a 13. Wasn't I Friday the 13? You didn't tell me to get off 13 when I was finding all the other bits. There we go. So on that big bit. And 13 is that one top left. So it's a little bit of wobbling. And eventually that little tab snaps. And then you throw it on the floor. And then run it over with your chair. And then cry because it's all broken. Right. Let's go back to, yeah, actually what I'm going to do. Vandalise my instructions. So that bit there, and then that bit there. Excuse me. Okay, now this piece is all about folding and stuff again. This one has the engraved stuff on the outside. Okay, yeah, that's that. That's a curved piece, so that goes round. That goes through there. Sorted. It goes through there as well, so I'll fold them out of the way. Do, 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 do. I don't know. All these people having lunch in the night time. It's just gone 8 o'clock now. God, has that been an hour? An hour already. That means half the footballs is over. I haven't heard lots of screaming, so I'm assuming it's all happening okay. Right, on that, I've put part 14, which has got some shaping to it. So I better get that out so I know what shape to make the rest of it. See part 14, there it is. The gold bit. No, the gold bit, yeah. Go. Right, Trout and Chard had a kebab drowning in chili sauce. Not really one for kebabs. I'll eat them, but they're not my favourite food. Luna only has 30 minutes to eat. Yeah, but you've only got a sandwich. It's easy. You could even pop in and say hello in person, you know. Nobody would mind. Sure people are getting bored of my voice by now. Right, so we've got a little sort of hexagonal sort of shape going on there. And 3 bits of it on the big side go onto there on the inside bits. Yep, all 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3 bits down. I also need part 15. Of course I do. 15 number down there. That's a big bit with that on it. No, not that bit. That bit. That one, and part 15 is that little triangular bit there. Cool. All right. Lynn says, hi, Ostrich. Dang, autocorrect. Osric. Lynn doesn't watch football, English or American. Raging basically just had sausage, bacon, and egg butty. Yeah, that'd be good. The trouble with putting egg in a butty is it gets very messy, doesn't it? I'm all for it as a food type, but the eating of it gets trickier, doesn't it? And what colour sauce do you have in it? I've got to go that way. One bit is off to one side, it's off to that side. Pay attention to where that is. Okay. I think that's those in the right places. There you go. Yep, that's that. And then that goes to the bit that I've nearly lost. There we go. And that goes on the top of this leg. This must be sort of knee related. And fold it round. Cool. Liking that so far. That's A, apparently. And I've got to do the same again for B, and then we put it on. I'm going to put this on because, you know, why not? So what have we got? That way around. 1 tab there. 2. Oh, they go into there. Okay, you've got to put them through first. And then that will go in on the top. I'm liking this. I've liked all of these Metal Earth things that I've done, but this one is particularly nice. It's got lots of detail to it, lots of bits to it. It was a little more expensive than most of them. Most of them are about £8 or £9, £10. I think it's for 16. But yeah, I like that. That's come together really nicely. So now, basically, got to do the same again for the other foot. But let's have a look at the chat, see what I'm missing out on. I was looking at Singapore fried rice. Reggie both said no sauce. No. If you ever had a sausage butty, you've got to have some sort of sauce in it. Mickle Wiggle says, Chris, have you started on the Gundam yet? No, not yet. It's going to be a month or so until I start on that. I've got the Saturn to finish, and then I think I'm going to finish the bits on the tugs. Then I might start it, or might do something else first. I'm a little bit scared of it because it's quite scary, but you know. Devil says, nice leg, Chris. Thank you. Thanks, Lynn. Trout and Charge. Chris, you should for only 6 episodes on the Gundam and only build the cockpit. That will teach that fox fella. Yeah. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I've built one sort of basic Gundam, but not one of the more complicated ones yet. So it will be interesting. Basically, the way I build my video series, I don't plan how many they're going to be or anything like that generally. I sort of start filming, and when I think I've got enough for an episode, between half hour and an hour is normally what I end up with. I wouldn't say aim for, but that's what I sort of tend to end up with. Then I'll call it a day when it's a convenient spot. With the Saturn, it's obviously been quite good in stages. But other things, it just, whatever happens. No point getting worked up about anything. Right, let's carry on. That's that. So now I've got to do the other leg. Starting off with 16, then 10 and 11, because obviously 10 and 11 were the ones that I found before. That's 10. Now 11 is the green one, which is on the other one. I can see that now, yep. And 16 is actually on the other one as well, so we'll grab that as well. That's that. That's a little 11 bit. And 16. Sorry, a minute ago. Oh, come on. I only just saw it. There it is. It's that big one there. So let's get that one off the corner there. And then when we're down to 2, you can just wobble it, and then it comes off. Mickle Wiggle says, no, they're easy. The RG isn't any harder than the HG, just more parts and more detail. Yeah, sort of more. It's not that it's harder, but more parts is always, say, not exactly harder, but more challenging. It's got that inner frame, hasn't it? So it makes everything a little bit more fun. I'm assuming that I can do well, the other one I haven't actually painted. What I intend to do is basically sort of dry fit everything. So I know what I'm doing, vaguely. And then I can get it back apart and glue what needs to be glued. And go from there. Right, that's that one. I'm looking at the wrong instruction now. I'm looking at 16. We're looking up at that one. Get that bit in there. There we go. And then that one goes in the front again. I'm going to remember to get that piece poked out before I get the rest of it on there this time. And get these ones poked out as well instead of being flat. Get the little tabs pointing in the right direction first. Makes it so much easier. There we go, that one and that one. Again, sorry for being quiet. It's been over an hour, I've run out of words, I've got nothing to say. We've talked about the weather, we've talked about that sport thing that we're not talking about. There we go, that's that one done. Then we've got 17 to go on the outside of that. 17, there it is. Obviously not the bit that I'm holding, it's going to be the other bit. Yeah, Michael Williams says HG, damn, also correct. I figured that when you said it was a hug. Not that objects are hugs, but you know, I hardly know you. And another bit on the floor. And there it is. I can see it. I can move my chair now, I can see it. It's always dangerous moving your chair when you can't see the bit you're looking for. Right, there's 10 or 11 of you watching, so if you're not already, come and join us in chat. Oh, don't be shy, we don't bite. Oh, most of them don't bite, or if they do, they don't do it, you know, they do it in a loving way. Click on the little YouTube icon, come and join us down in the chat. Bending that the wrong way because that's got to be on the inside again, isn't it? No. Doesn't say. No, this one's on the outside, isn't it? No, this one is on the inside. Yeah. So hopefully I didn't bend it too much the wrong way and it's not going to snap on me. We'll find out, won't we? Smoozing. Evening, Terry. Nipping up the shops back shortly. Not a problem. Nipping up the shops could be anything for you, though, couldn't it? It could be gone for a fortnight. You get snowed in and stuff up in Scotland. Yeah, I'm on. Why is there always one tab that doesn't want to go in the right place? Magnification. That's it. There you go. Now you're in. Right. Equal beating. Evening. Right, is that? No, that's not ready for that. I need 19 and 20. And knocking the camera a lot as well. Sorry about that. I'm still in the right place, aren't you? Yeah, there you go. That's the trouble with magnification and having cameras in unusual positions to where I'm not normally used to them being. But hopefully the angle's better for you for being able to see what I'm doing. Right, 19 and 20, that's what I'm looking for. Pretty sure one of them's going to be a different colour and one of them's going to be gold. Yep, one of them's gold. Down there, there we go. David Morris is in. He says his significant other is impressed. He's multitasking. Got me on the phone and the footy on the telly. I bet you're talking to her as well. I'm somewhat hurt that I'm only on the phone. I think I should be on the telly and you should be watching the footy on the phone, but I won't hold it against you. It's fine. I understand. No, that's all right. If you want to just save my telly time for when it's actually me on the telly rather than just my hands, then that's perfectly acceptable. I don't mind that. It's part 20. It's up there. Now that's the big bit with the big bit and the big bit on it. Not that bit. That bit. Like that. That way around. Up there. There we go. Okay, let's see which one's which then. 19 is the colour one that goes on the top bit. Pointing that way. It does go in there first. If I can get them together. So the bit. That's not that bit. That's not that bit that I've done. That's 17. I haven't done that bit yet. I'll keep skipping ahead and missing bits. I've got to put that on there first. Okay. Getting overexcited, you see. Shouldn't have pulled 19 and 20 off until I've done 18. Get that one through on the back. There you go. Get these curved out, did I? I did on the other one. Get them done now. And then we've got this front bit that needs to be sort of folded in and around and over. Magnification on the camera. Okay, right, so that's there. Let's get both of them out of there. At the same time, that one from there as well. They don't make it easy, do they? Okay, that's those two. It's just this one to hold that whole leg secure. Oh, nearly there. Nearly. There it is. In and round as well. There we go. Okay. Then we need 18. Camera. I'm on the camera. Find 18. I know what it looks like. It's not a big bit. Big bit with no number on it, apparently. 81. Keep seeing 81. Oh, there's 18. top of that bit, which is obviously the other bit, not the bit I was holding. Right up there. There we go. Right, so let's see what's happening. Michael Biggles says cartoons on my TV. Sorry. Oh well. Raging Basis says now tonight, Chris cries himself to sleep. You've hurt his feelings, you monster. David Morris says I'll put you on the 32-inch PC monitor then. Oh, that's fine. I'm happy to be wherever you want me. Got the footy muted on TV. David Morris, any more progress on the Saturn? Since when? Since Monday, when I showed what I built on the E-model stream. No. Since previous times to that, then probably. I've done the third stage, and I can't remember what the next bit is. The service module. I think someone told me it was called the service module, which is the silver bit at the top. Camera. The video is obviously all made. I'm in the process of editing, not right at the moment, obviously, but editing the video, which should be going up when I get the chance, basically. When I finish editing it, I'll put it up probably the weekend. Actual work is a bit messed up this week. I don't actually have a day off this week apart from Sunday, and I'm busy on Sunday as well. So hopefully, probably tomorrow night, I'm going to get the chance to do a little bit more editing on it and get it up and running. And then it will be good to go. So yeah, hopefully the weekend, the next part. Then I shall be doing what might be the final stage, the final video build of it, which is the very pointy bit at the top, and the extra bits, the lunar lander, and then some finishing the painting, putting all the black stuff on the painting, and some weathering. Not really weathering, just sort of oiling and stuff to go on. Right, that's that bit. Oh, let's run that around. Then we've got the triangular bit to go on the gold bit to go on the top, and a triangular bit on the bottom. Let's see. Make sure that bit's pointing the right way. Yeah, towards the curved bit. There we go. Oh, there we did go. Oh, right. That probably explains the noises I heard downstairs then. Croatia just equalised, apparently. David Morris says, since I met you at E-Models. Yes, I've done quite a bit since then. Yeah. There we go. That's that bit on. And that home. I have to apologise. I'm rubbish at names. I forget everybody's name. I didn't register you as being somebody that I'd met. That was an interesting day out for me. I managed to get home ill, so that put a bit of a downer on it. But all in all, it was a good day. I enjoyed that. I'll be going up there again at some point. Several months down the line, though. It won't be immediately. You've got to build something else for them first. Got to build the Gundam. And considering it's sort of 5-6 hour round trip for me. Don't think I'm going to take just one kit back up to them. I'll wait until I've built whatever I'm building after that as well and take at least 2 of them up for them. I'll get that one in. Those 2 done, and then worry about lining up the last one rather than trying to line up 2 after getting 1 in. That seems to be the way forward. There we go. That's that one. And then we need to put that on there. Ah. Do that the same, getting the 1, 2 on, and then the last one on. Yep, that's the 2. That one needs to come in a little bit more. There we go. No, we don't. Yes, we do. There you go. On and over. One at the back that I can't get into. Let's get that over with. Help of a sharp knife that isn't, hopefully isn't going to stab me in the fingers. There you go. That's that one. And then we'll get that on there the same again. 2 come out the back. And that one goes in at the front. And we get them folded down. And there we have some lower legs. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a slightly bigger kit than the previous ones of these I've built. Right, drink time. Right. Let's have a look. Raging Bases. Now I have a car thingy. I should take a trip out to E-Models when you are about. Yeah, you should. We'll let them know first. Because when say 5 or 6 of us turned up at once, that sort of fills up their shop. They're not really a off the street shop. David Morris, yeah, cracking afternoon. Too many cakes. I don't think there's such a thing as too many cakes. If you eat them all, they're definitely too many. But yeah, it's fine. Raging Bases, be right back and make a brew in February or bring cakes too and other things. Start college for a 3rd time in September. Oh, you're doing patisserie and confectionery college. Oh, yeah. Remember us when you're rich and famous and making lots of cakes. I got thinking about cakes now. Right. Let's see. What have we got here? This is, yeah, that's that one. So I'm going to have to go to the other side of that. That's going to be the fun page to do. Oh, well. Let's have a look. Start with 21 and 22. I don't know what bit this is. I can't tell from there. It's got to obviously be top part of the legs because you can't build anything else until you've got those. So let's have a look. What time is it now? 25 to 9. Yeah, this isn't going to be all built tonight.
Oh, hello.
Not really a shock. Oh, I hear a noise in my ear. In my ear hole. We have a Dave.
Oh, mate, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm coming. Okay. Oh, you got one of them Metal Earth things, have you?
Yeah, I'm building Iron Man.
All right, that's different.
He's got some legs. It's been an hour and a half, and I've got 2 half legs. I was just discussing that it's probably not going to continue on to finish the entire kit tonight because I'll be here till midnight.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm not a big fan. I've done a couple, but I'm not a fan, to be honest, mate.
I quite like them. They're good. I've not done any photo etch on real models yet, so
All right. Practice though.
it seems to be apparently these are a lot thicker.
Yes. Yeah, I've got a Tiger tank somewhere. I think I'll put it now. It's around somewhere.
Dude says, noticed how many you'd have. I didn't have lots of cakes. I only had 2-ish. And a donut.
Hey.
Yeah. Davey came up to E-Models when we were there and bought some cakes.
Oh, yeah.
But, apparently I had a lot. I didn't have a lot. I think you're confusing me with Paul.
Yeah,
easily done. Fox confusing me with Paul, and he knows both of us.
I found out something interesting today.
Oh, go on then, hit me with it.
You know when you get salad like lettuce and cucumber in a bag?
I've heard of salad, yes. I'm aware of it as a thing. I don't eat it, but I'm aware of it.
Exactly. When it's in a bag, if you leave it, it goes sort of crispy and brown. You get this horrible slimy water stuff in the bottom, apparently.
Okay.
Donuts don't do that.
I don't know that there's such a thing as donuts that have been left for too long.
Don't eat donuts, don't eat salad.
Yeah, but donuts don't last.
Exactly. Better for the environment. You're not wasting food, don't you?
Yeah, true. Yep.
I was going to build some. I don't know what.
I don't know if you've got chat open, but Trout and Chard says, "Hey, Dave."
All right. No, I haven't got chat open.
And David Morris says, "No, you and Fox were cake monsters." I wasn't a cake monster. No, it's definitely Paul. Definitely confusing me with Paul.
He's still on holiday, isn't he?
So Paul, yeah, well, he's working apparently. So he says.
Yeah, holiday.
Oh, I just heard some shouting in the window outside, so didn't sound like good shouting either. So they might have scored another one of them goals.
No, not right.
No, maybe they're watching something different.
Still 1-1.
So, right, a little bit down there. What's that? It's got lots of spiky bits on it. So, what are you building, Dave? I can't see what you're building, but I'm sure I can hear it.
Nothing at the moment, mate. I finished the Impala last night.
Ow.
And I don't know what to do next, to be honest.
Oh, okay. You've got other things sitting there, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I've got a few.
You've got a pile of stuff.
Yeah, I've got a little stash. But can't decide. I've got to finish the little Panther for the World War IIs for the video. I've got to finish that, and then I might do the Sabre.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a one of the first jet fighters. It's American.
Oh, right, okay. I was thinking and plane, but I didn't know. So
Yeah.
how goes the YouTube? Are you
I'm up to 97 subs now.
97? Look, everybody, go and subscribe to Dave's channel. He only needs 3 more subscribers, then he can name it properly and not have to send people off to go and visit my channel at youtube.com AB31796.2.
Get a proper name on it.
David says, if it looks like Chris, it eats like Chris, it's me. Yeah, it might be, but I don't know. Paul looks a lot like me as well, apparently.
He does, only a lot taller.
Not a lot taller. A little bit taller.
Huge, you're such a small fella.
I think I'm taller than Fox.
You sure?
Yeah, but you look at the pictures.
Yeah, he was stunned the hole. He was stunned the hole.
He was in a hole, yeah, right. You asked Dad. Dad said he's going to stand up for me whenever people say I'm small now because he met me in person and said I wasn't that small.
I don't know, I'll find out. I'll ask him in a minute. Oh, I need to tie this bench tomorrow.
Right, let's see where this bit goes. That bit goes around there. The trouble with these kits is I don't know what it is I'm building, so I don't know what shape it's got to be. I've got a horrible feeling this is some sort of body bit, but it shouldn't be a body bit because I haven't done the legs yet.
I found a helpful thing was different size paintbrush handles.
Yep, I've got a variety of tubes.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is like the outside of his knees. No, hips.
Hips.
Hips. The hips don't lie. Tabs must be bent. It's okay. So this is sort of shaped a bit, but not. They're a bit flat and they're a bit curvy. Okay.
Right. Well, I just need to see how you're doing, mate. I'll let you get on with it then. And come.
No problem. You're welcome to stay or go. Indeed, however you like.
I don't want to disturb you when you're workings.
I'm pre-disturbed, mate.
Oh, yeah. We did know that, but I didn't want to say it in public.
No problem. Thank you for popping in anyway.
That's all right.
Nice to hear a voice instead of just having to read the chat.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't see the chat, so. Right. I'll see you later.
Have a good time at work next week.
Yeah, that's going to be great fun, isn't it? On the own. Yeah. I've only got one pair of hands. Right. I'll see you later, mate.
Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you. And it's gone quiet in my ear again now. So give me a sec. I'll get this bit done and then I'll have another glance through the chat and see if anything new has happened. And I'll try and get this into some semblance of shape. That bit in there. No, I'm flattening it with that bit. That's better. Right, let's see. Troughton Charge says, surely Iron Mind's armor builds itself. Now, you've got to build it first, and then if it falls apart, it will build itself again, I think. That's the way it works. He had to build it in the first place, didn't he? Right, so I've got that bit looking like that, and then that bit goes on that way round on there. Magnification. There's a hole there. Yeah, look, there it is. I haven't got that bit folded over properly yet. Come on, let's get that bit folded over properly. There you go. That's better. Okay, so we've got something like that. Now this is the fun bit where we have to keep turning the page over and making rattling noises at you. 23 and 24. So let's find them and then we can come back to regular programming. 24 is a gold bit. Okay. 23. 22. I've already got that bit. 33. No, not there yet. 57. No. $23. That's a massive bit. Okay. I'm going to run out of bits before I get to the arms. All right, 23 and 24. So 23 needs to shape round to that. 24, tabs must be bent. Let's get that shaped first. Right. Raging Basis says, not only will I be a pastry chef at some point, but I'll probably go to uni and study music in a few years once I pass my grades. Nothing like Lurdy. What sort of music, says Shane Young? Raging Basis says, I'll study popular music, currently studying for my rock school grade 7 exam, and grades 8 and 5 in music theory. Yeah, I like music, but I don't do the learning stuff for music. Let's see. This is again another curly bit, and then that goes on the outside somewhere. That's that way round, and then okay, that's not the right bit. That's not 24. Well, it is 24, but it's not. Looking at 24, it's not 24, that's 26. Move that aside. 24 is further in. One of them bits. That one. And so it hasn't got any tabs on it. Alright. Let's try with the right bit now. It's always easier to put the right bit. Put the wrong bit in the wrong place, then it's much harder. So yeah, all of these bits fold round. Yeah, I am liking this multiple colour. Nice. Right, this is the bit that says tabs must be bent. So you've got to actually get them, because the piece isn't square. You've got to make the tabs square before you try and put them in. Otherwise they won't fit in the right direction. It goes on there. I'm going to get them on before I try and bend it. It's much easier to do that when it's flat, rather than trying to get in and bend the tabs over once it's done. So with that on there, then we can worry about shaping this, and then it goes on, that bit goes on the top. Ow, camera. Right. Raging Basis says, I'd like to open a music-themed cake shop. That'd be nice, yeah. That cakes that are music-themed, or music that's cake-themed. Shane Young's daughter's just graduated from the Royal College of Music in classical clarinet. Is there any other type of clarinet? They've all got to be pretty classical, isn't it? Congratulations. As Raging Basis says, congratulations to her. I hope she finds an orchestra or something as such to perform in. She's playing with the English National Opera. That's impressive, yeah. Right, let's get this shaped and curved. It's got to curve all the way around. There's another little tag that's going to have to come out. Let's get that out first. I learnt my lesson, you see. When you see these little tabs getting bent out soon, because you're only going to have to do it later. Another one there. You can't push them out from the inside when the inside's bent in. It goes out. Right, so let's get these all the way around then. I haven't heard any more shouting from outside or downstairs, so I'm assuming that the football hasn't ended badly. What time? It's coming up 9 o'clock, so as soon as the last I heard it was 1-1. I think that's going to mean extra time. There we go. On top of leg. Then I'm going to need one of them. That's convenient. I've already got one ready. Look. Excuse me. Drink time. Terry's here. Evening, Smoo.
Good evening, young man. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
A bit better now that I've managed to get electricity.
You didn't have any electricity?
Yeah, I was on the emergency. Evening, guys, in the chat. Yeah, I nipped up to shop. I've got one of these power. Oh, hold on. I know what I've done. Give me 2 seconds. I've done a new mistake here. I've not muted my cell on the.
Oh.
That's it. Here we go. Because when I do a hangout, it pops out a separate window when I join one. Yeah, I've got a yes. I've shaved. Ozric. Yeah. What it was, I was walking down the street one day and there was a man out trying my hedge, and I just kept tilting my head a different way. And I've got a scuffy t-shirt in that one, but yeah.
Does that mean it got really warm, so you had to get rid of some hair? Yeah,
just a little bit. Yeah, I feel better for it actually. It's all nice and kind of normal. I've got it just about as short as you, Chris. It's a lot better because it's like you're waking up in the morning with your hair and it's quite long and all the back of your neck gets all sweaty.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything with it, do you? Just wake up and go.
So yeah, how's everybody in the chat doing and how's Chris doing? As I say, I was just going up for electricity there. I've got one of these power card things. It's actually a little key. You put money on it and you put it into your meter to top it up.
Yep.
Well, it's been coming up with error faults quite a lot. So I went down to my local shop and put it in. Couldn't get to charging the machine. I'm like, shit, I've got like 20 pence left. And I've already used all my emergency over the weekend and all that. So went up to the garage and the guy went, I don't know what to do. What he did was he took a paper receipt and just folded it up. Right? Dipped it in a wee bit of water and cleaned all the contacts and stuck it in at work first time.
Really?
So there you go. Up there for thinking, eh?
Cool. All right, I've just got to figure out how these bits go in because.
Oh, you're doing one of those metal, the scary things.
Yeah.
You seem to quite like them, though.
Doing them live is the only way to do it.
Yeah. I've never had a fancy for one of them at all, Chris. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of photo etch if it's adding detail, but I'm just trying to find my big bottle of Fanta that I got back into. I did have a bottle of Fanta.
All right, that's.
Got an idiot. It was down at my feet.
I'm going to have to open these up. It's when you do it wrong and have to open them up. That's the time when you get.
If you overbend them, and then something.
Because that's got to go inside there.
Said that just to the bishop. Hiya Shane. Hey Shane, hiya Terry. Hope you're okay. I'm alright, mate. I haven't done any modelling at all for a fortnight. It's been far too warm. I've been out on my motorbike or trying to get my sleep pattern back on track. Well, that's coloured photo etch that one. What is it you're building? I know it's 2 feet.
It's Iron Man.
Oh, it's Iron Man.
It's actually 3 coloured photo etch. There's a
little just anodized. That'll just be anodized or something, or thin lacquer coat, is it?
I don't know. It's probably anodized by the looks of it. It is sort of scratching off if you scratch it a little bit.
You been doing much with your archery and stuff?
Not so much. No, I got. We were meant to be having a course tonight, running a course tonight, but we thought because of the football, it's probably best not to bother.
Oh, you're not allowed to swear in here. I thought it was a no football area. That's why I came in.
No, we can say it. It's just avoiding it, not really. It's not banned. It's just.
I might go into desk cam. I might do a little bit of painting. I'll see how I get on. I've literally done nothing for a fortnight.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be around for now, because it's one of those. I can't do this for 4 hours straight, because I know things will just go wrong.
A long time before. Does it drive you balmy, or do your fingers just get sore trying to do it?
A bit of everything. It's obviously fine detail stuff and quite taxing. Your brain starts to go, and then you start making mistakes, and there's just no point.
Stuart,
no point carrying on when you're tired and irritable.
Yeah. Stuart Bremner saying, "Good evening. Just finished shift and now 4 days off."
Yeah, rub it in, why don't you?
And Shane Young's going good support and mentoring. Yeah. You're used to doing fiddly stuff though, because you're. I'm just trying to remember. It's not a chronologist. What is it you do when you're fixing watches? And
horologist is the term.
Horologist. That's it. See, I thought that would have been something to do with scary monsters.
Excuse me. It's you. I haven't been coughing until you came along.
What it is I've just done a big fart.
That must be it.
I'm just pushing it through the side of the window. And can you feel it? Smell it coming in? If you can taste it, it's a bit like eggs and bacon.
Only a bit. Oh, keep knocking the camera on your headset.
Yeah.
Right, that's that on there now then. So that's good. I like that.
Was that his chest?
No, that's a leg. It's another bit of leg.
All right, okay, right.
It's building up. Sort of there.
Oh, that's quite nice actually.
It's going to be quite big. It's quite substantial.
Ah.
So I've got that bit, which goes on that side. Let's get that on there. Even the feet were quite not difficult to do, but
when I just flicked on, it was a back at 8, and I seen you bending something, and you said, "I've done 1 foot," and I thought, oh, he's on those wee metal kits again.
Yep.
They literally make me cry when I see you doing them. It's like, no.
Well, it was a case of I'd want to do something live. It was only a couple of days ago that I thought, why not?
You're used. I've been reliably informed you're used to working with wee fiddly things, though, Chris.
Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to get away with stuff, isn't it?
So I didn't manage to catch Monday's stream. I heard you saying something there about the Saturn. Are you still working on the second stage? I take it there's a lot of cleanup on that.
The second stage was the least fun stage so far, yeah.
Right.
Actually, I'm down on the third, just finished the third stage now.
Right, because I've still got mine to do, so I'm watching yours with interest to see what all the pitfalls are, but it'll be the usual reveal stuff, slightly misshapen and seam lines and stuff.
I would expect so, yeah. Down there, right. Yeah, the third stage was fairly easy, really. It's all much more the same, isn't it?
You've got 1 or 2 interesting wee pairs of tweezers there that are a slightly different shape than some of the ones I've got. That was quite a good one, the broad flat.
This is, yeah, ideal for this. I don't know where they came from. They were like a cheap.
Yeah, I bought a cheap set for, a couple of £2 or something like that, and it had a mixture. I think the best investment I ever made was the reverse tweezers. You know, the ones you squeeze.
The squeezy ones, yeah.
And for those joined in, welcome to Open Heart Surgery Live with Chris from Gross Models. Yeah.
Yes. This is the BBC.
Do not adjust your television sets. This really is.
Actually, technically, this is GMTV, isn't it?
GMTV, how?
That's Gross Models TV, isn't it?
Right, okay.
25. Number 25 is the other one of them. All right.
What's it, about 4 sheets of that stuff, is it?
There are. It's
Is it thicker than
two
your
of these
standard
big
photo
ones
etch,
and
or
two
thinner?
little ones. It's apparently thicker than photo etch. I've not done any photo etch. It's always compared to photo etch, but I've never actually done a kit that's had any photo etch in it. So
Going by the way that rattled when it went down, it's thinner than the brass sort of sheet that you get.
yeah, I think these are apparently thicker than normal photo etch, but so I haven't got anything to compare it against.
Yeah, for the bending and all that.
Right, our Raging Bassist says he hasn't practiced tonight, but he's tired and hot, so he knows it won't end well. Make
Was that-
mistakes and get more and more annoyed.
Is that his bass?
I'm not sure.
What is it?
I must have missed what you're practicing.
Yeah, he said he had to practice tonight, but he's so tired and it's so hot. I'm just wondering, bassist, is it a wind instrument, your bass, or is it a string instrument? I'm just wondering about being a raging bassist. I've never actually asked them.
Excuse me. But there was talk about baking and musical instruments earlier. Yeah.
Always goes to food at some point, doesn't it, Chris?
Right. So let's see where this bit goes. That one goes on there.
So it tells you to make the part up, and then you've got to try and bend it and adjust it to suit once you actually try and fit the thing.
Pretty much, because you're never entirely certain what way a little tab's going to have to bend to hold it in place.
Right.
Some of them you're meant to sort of twist rather than fold, but I'm
right.
never happy with the way that looks.
Or you put them in like that, and then you have to put the tweezers up the inside to bend the tab and all that sort of
Just
stuff.
just sort of twist it from the outside, and it holds it in place, but
Right.
it doesn't look quite right when twisted. So I tend to fold them all.
Yeah,
But
when
in
you twist them, you get a bit.
depending on what sort of panel you're going to and everything else. But that's quite nice. I like that. It's got lots of
A lot of different colours to it, shapes to it.
gold and red highlights around it. That's quite nice. I'm happy with that. Mickle Pickle said earlier, Chris, when you finish the R2D2, you're going to build T3PO. I think a half-scale 3PO would be a bit too big for me.
I'd be a bit to say, it'd be taller than you, Chris, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah. Don't you start. Dave's already been in saying how short I am.
Or has he been in?
He was in not long before you came in, actually.
All right.
Just popped in for 10 minutes to say hello. Yeah, I'm tempted by the Bandai BB-8, the half-scale BB-8.
Oh, half scale. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd go well with the half-scale R2, you see. So
But the half scale R2, that's a D'Agostini Partworks, isn't it?
yeah.
And the Bandai one, does that come with its own lighting kit? Or?
I think it comes with its lighting kit, but it's not a very good lighting kit. It's only got like 2 bulbs in it or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not overly worried about lighting kits, I must admit. I think lighting kits is one of those things that looks good, sounds good on paper, but how often are you really going to turn it on?
This is true. This is very true.
So for the added hassle of putting it in and building it and wiring it and adjusting to make it work and make it fit, and
I've got to get this
I'm
right.
going to turn it on
in case
3 times ever.
When you get into the smaller scale, which is in the bigger models, I think they really open themselves up for it. It's sometimes hard to do in the larger scale, kind of wee stuff, 144 and all that.
Yeah.
That looks quite cool. It's got like a goldie sheen on his shin plate, or I don't know if I would have the patience to do one of those.
It's good. I think I'm going to get the legs done and then call it a night, though, because so it's been 2 hours already. I'm definitely not going to get the whole thing finished.
I thought you didn't start till 8, mate.
Sorry?
I thought you weren't starting till 8, or was it
No,
7?
I started at 7. The football started at 7, so
If I'd known that, I would have been in earlier. I might actually got some painting done myself.
nah, not a problem. So I've been chatting with the guys in chat. At least I haven't been alone.
I've got the Saturday thing on. I know, I've not got anything.
27, 22.
got a wee bit further with my Warhammers, but that was about it. I need to put a little a shade on it, actually, a shade. I've been doing the wee, what do you call it? Razor, is it Razorback? The Razorback thingy?
All right, yeah.
That thing. But I'm doing the, as you call it, the interior. So I've started painting it up and all that, so the lighting's not that great. So I've got to put a bit of a shade on it and then a wee bit of detail painting and that. But I was cracking on with it, and then we got this hot weather, and it was just like, you know what? I didn't want to sit at the bench when it's like this. So I've been out on my bike quite a lot.
Yeah, it was good to get you out on it occasionally.
Yeah. And shaved the old napper and everything.
Where's the other bit that I was looking for? 22.
You did what's in store this week? Was it you or?
No, Ted did it this week.
No, Ted did it. So it's
Yeah, you can't blame me or Fox for it this week. Oh, excuse me. Shane Young says that's coming along well, Terry.
It's coming along slowly, actually. I should have had it built by now. Because I've been doing it on, you know how you're doing your wee live feed. And now that's the thing that I was, rather than doing Metal Earth, I was just painting that and building that on my afternoon ones. And yeah, it just got too hot in the afternoons, and I was like, no, not doing any.
Yeah, I think the afternoon's not the best time to be doing that sort of stuff.
So that'll be our summer over then, eh? It seems to be changing a bit.
Apparently the weekend's going to come back warm again. At least down here. I don't know about up you. Up your way could be completely different, isn't it? You've got your own climate there, haven't you?
Yeah, well, not this weekend, but next weekend. My mate's talking about going, he was wanting to go wild camping.
Wild camping?
In other words, you know, you just put your tent in your back of your bike, ride to wherever you want to go and pitch your tent.
Oh, right, okay.
I said to him, it's not a good idea, IBS. I prefer a site with shower blocks and toilets.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously around here we couldn't just park up and put a tent up wherever you like, but you're a bit more.
Yeah, but we're allowed to do it in Scotland. They've got certain rules about obviously if you're lighting fires or anything like that, and everything's like tinder at the moment, isn't it? So
yeah.
But there's a nice wee campsite up in Lossiemouth that I'll maybe go up to. I need to have a wee look into a few campsites. It's a while since I've done it, and it's a new tent that I've got. It's a good one. I can't remember the make, but it's got myself a good tent and a good sleeping bag, and I've not used it yet. It's just nice sometimes, like to go up the Whiskey Trail, up Speyside, you know, up that way, up to a site beside a beach. Park your bike up, pitch your tent, go into the club, listen to a live band, and then, you know, a couple of pints, and then off somewhere else the next day.
Yeah.
It's quite hard parking everything you need on the back of a motorbike, especially.
I would imagine so, yeah.
It's a bit where your military training kicks in. It's like, I've been watching a series now. I haven't actually watched any terrestrial TV for over 8 months, which might sound a bit surprising, because I used to be sitting watching news every night and that. But I went on the BBC iPlayer just to catch up on the news one night.
Yep.
And I noticed there was a TV series called Our Girl. Have you seen it? It's about a female army combat medic out in Afghan and all that. Yep. Michelle Keegan played it. And I've been watching them back to back. I've just engrossed in it. It was a really good series. So I've been watching that, and Michelle Keegan's, you know, quite pleasing on the eye as well.
Yeah, I don't tend to watch much on real telly at the moment.
I got bored of it.
I still watch shows, but I tend to watch them on sort of Netflix or.
Yeah, and I've got the Amazon Prime as well, so it's like, oh, but sometimes you see the films on there though, and they're a bit, how can we say, a bit B-movie-ish.
Yeah, yeah, some of them are definitely a bit low budget.
you see something about a good title. I like all the sci-fi stuff, you know, if it's anything to do with spaceships and all that, and you sort of go, oh, there's one just new on Prime, and you watch it, and, oh god. Or then it comes up with German subtitles or something like that. It's like, oh, okay, right. Is that stuff thin enough that you could cut yourself on it? Could we have blood spurting live?
Are you wishing that upon me?
No, I
can't quite tell.
wouldn't wish that for a minute, Chris. Go and cut yourself. Cut yourself.
I'm
We
pretty
need to
sure.
tune into Captain Stabby for that one.
You can, but I haven't.
Yeah, it looks almost as thin as a Coca-Cola can. Almost.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Although a bit sturdier. Quite impressed with how you've got that into that curve there, or is it just a matter of looping it round and then pinning it?
It's got little tabs that sort of go through little holes and pin.
Yeah.
But it's just a case of carefully shaping, and probably not quite the right shape, but you can play with that again. Actually, no, it's not the right shape because it's got to go in there, so it's got to be a bit more curved.
Cole Brommy Governor! Colin Festus is in the chat. He's going, hiya, Terry. Obviously, hello to yourself as well.
Yeah, Blue Colin.
Spidey's going to, don't panic, don't panic. That sounds like Captain Mannarin's on his way. Oh, he's dishevelled from doing greasy things. I don't think he got his calipers unseized, and the midges have been trying to eat him.
Oh, yeah, he was having trouble with that, wasn't he? We were suggesting all the different lubricants he could try putting them in.
He said lubricants. Sorry, I'll keep it.
Well, he did say he didn't have any
Basis
garages
seal.
around, but we did suggest boots, didn't we?
Yeah, laughing at me. His fox could cut his sail on a banana. Oh dear. Spidey. Oh, you're looking very streamlined and suave. Yeah, but I forgot I've got an old tatty motorbike t-shirt on it. That did say Alpine Stars on it, and it washed off in the first wash, so it must have been a hooky one. Tell you what, you've got some good tweezer work there. You never thought of being a surgeon or something like that.
You think, I don't like blood, I'd pass out.
Especially if it's growing. Yeah.
28, 29, 30, and 26. That's going to be those two bits. I had them bits before, but they are leaky.
Oh, that's nice and refreshing. A wee change for the Iron Brew. I'm on the nice Fanta Orange.
I like Fanta. Fanta's good, yeah.
You been any holidays this year yet, Chris?
No. I don't really do holidays anymore.
Yeah. You'll be busy with your business and everything.
Yeah, going to get a weekend away every so often, so...
Oh, that's all right. My dad used to do that with us quite a lot when I was younger, you know. Couldn't afford like a week away here or 2 weeks away here.
Yep.
You would hire a car at the weekend and we'd spend a day here and there. It was quite fun.
Right, let's see what we got. Little one.
Spidey's giving it, well, hey, lubricant sounds a bit rude. It is if I suggested it, Spidey, but never mind.
I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Raging Basis says, sounds a bit like bum. Oh, dear. So when you get into the guttural humour, everybody always laughs when somebody burps or farts or that. It's...
Spid says, Iron Man going okay, not needing any help from Jarvis yet. No, it's all right.
Who's Jarvis?
Jarvis is the AI that runs the Iron Man suit.
All right, okay, I've watched Iron Man, but I didn't pay attention. So that's the computer thing he talks to.
The computer thing he talks to, yeah. Yeah.
The AI, right, okay. I'm terrible. I can watch a film from start to finish and enjoy it and know roughly what it was all about, but can't remember the titles of them or anything. Short-term memories. Nah. Well, that looks tricky.
I have trouble with recognising people.
I'm not bad with recognising faces. It's you know, if you go to a party or an office thing or something like that, and it's hello, this is so and so. You
I'm
shake
rubbish at
hands.
that anyway.
You just forget them, but seemingly the trick is you keep saying their name back to them. But I'm really rubbish at it.
Okay, Terry. I'll remember that, Terry.
Right, no problem, Chris. But the funny thing is, see when you see people's name coming up in the chat, I start to recognise them. It's funny when it's written down, I suppose. That's definitely some delicate work going on there. I'm quite impressed, Chris. You've actually impressed me building that. I've looked at these and thought, nah, not for me, but
they're easy.
That's quite a nice looking wee guy there. And obviously, it would be an Iron Man and he's made out of bits of iron or tin or whatever the hell it's made out of.
Apparently, it's steel. It says on the packet that it's made out of steel. It
looks like very thin, you know, the spring steel or like the clock spring type steel?
Yeah.
It looks a bit like that, obviously, for it to hold its shape. What's everybody in the chat been working on, or has it all been too hot for you guys as well? Anybody working on anything interesting? Colin's just posted up a couple of pics of what he's been working on, and it's Fleshstones. He's getting good at these old Fleshstones, as they're called. You tried any Fleshstones yet, Chris?
No. No, not had occasion to do any of that. Figure painting is another one of those things that I'm sure I'll get round to at some point.
Yeah, I didn't envision myself doing any figures at all when I first started, and then you get, you know, like your 135th tank crew and that, and then you paint them up and they look really crap. But yeah, certainly watching our mate Colin doing these figures has got me inspired to try it. I think a lot of it is trying different things like wet palettes and stuff like that. See if you can get the blend right, and if you didn't get it right, it's knowing how to recover it again. You know,
yeah, I think as you say, once you get it right, it's right.
You got a wee method going. Spidey's saying no, it's not. It's space alloy. I've seen it in the film, so you're working with space alloy, mate.
No, I didn't mean the real thing. I meant this kit. It actually says on the packet, made out of steel.
Oh, let's see what they're getting up to. Raging Bassist has been trying to get his Necrons for his 40k army, but he's not had time. Oh, Shane, you've got a pig in a pocket with that kit, mate. He's doing the Italieri Escort RS 1800. It's not just got flashing rate. If you look at the bonnet on that, it's got sinkage marks where the crossbeams go across and everything. Can make a nice kit out of it, but it needs work. Oh, Mickle Pickle, I like that name. He's got a 1/48th X-Wing. But he's at a standstill. Wish I had something else to work on. I think you're a bit like me, Chris. You always have like, well, you didn't have loads of stuff going on, but you maybe have 2 or 3 kits on. One will be a slow burner and something will be a quick thing. And
generally, I like to pretty much focus on one thing at a time. I'm not counting this as being a kit because it's sort of.
Well, I mean, you've got your tugs,
but the tugs I had to step away from.
Yeah, that's your slow burner.
Too much.
That's a bit like my Peterbilt truck. It's like you do a wee bit to it now and again.
Yeah.
Your shuttle. Your Saturn is your current one.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm doing currently, and we'll get that finished soon.
And this is just a fun wee thing for the live.
Just a one-off. Yeah.
I think I've probably got.
Decided I wanted to do a live stream and thought I better build something on it, and then thought, oh, I can do one of them.
I quite enjoy them. Doing the live stream, it gets you to the bench when you sometimes maybe can't be bothered. But it's just been too hot. Osric said he started at 1/700 scale battleship. I've not built a battleship for years. You done any ships, Chris?
Just the tugs.
just the tugs.
I've got another. I don't remember what it is now. A landing craft to do, which is a very impressive kit in 144. It's got lots of stuff to it.
That sounds quite cool. Has it got like wee vehicles and stuff to go in it?
Yeah, it's got. It's got a helicopter on the back of it as well.
Would that loan itself to a little sort of Dunkirk landing sort of vignette or something, maybe?
Possibly, but possibly not. I don't know that I'm that, that concerned about doing that to it.
Yeah, and space and room as well when you start doing vignettes and dials and everything.
My intention at the moment is to finish the Saturn, which I say is probably one more build video. Then finish the tugs, but probably not all completely finished, like dioramas finished.
Yeah.
I'll just be putting the bits on. I think there was a bad screaming from downstairs, so I think we might have just lost.
Oh, man down. Yeah. I was going to ask, how did they respond to the knee joints there? I take it they don't flex once they're in. They're just tapped on. That's pretty cool.
It's going to be bigger than I thought it was going to be when I started building it.
About, what, 12 inches tall or something like that?
Yeah, I suppose that's probably
that's a good.
That's the top of knees, so it's going to be at least twice that. So yeah, probably not 12 inches, maybe
2 or 3
7
inches.
or 7. Excuse me. Right. Now Spid says Colin's stuff's looking excellent. Yeah, no change there. Spid says, but it'd be Steelman. It wouldn't work. Yeah. I'm really surprised that nobody's made a film just called Eye Man with a little eye and a capital M. I think that'd sell, even just not from the title. Raging Base is heading off, ladies and gents. I'll catch you all later. Enjoy the legs, Chris. Thank you, Raging. Nice of you to pop in. It's been an interesting couple of hours. Spid's test spraying some new paints. What paints? What paints are you using? I've already said, and I haven't caught up with that bit yet. Frankie goes to Hobbywood's in. Evening, Frankie.
Sounds like Stuart Bremner's doing some ordnance for his A7A Corsair. That sounds a cool plane.
All right. Let's. I've got to do some groinage. Connect the two legs together. Part number 31. So, where's 31? Anyone see 31 on this sheet?
Connect the legs together. Is that not with the thighs and the hips?
32. 33. Can't see 31. Someone's nicked 31.
Bottom right hand fret, left hand side halfway up.
Ah, there you go. See, always useful having someone to help. It's that one. So it's that bit there. So what happens with that?
Ooh, it certainly gives the sprue layouts and everything, but the instructions don't look very clear. They can be quite vague, are they not?
They're not terribly clear. They're basically, I mean, the numbers go up. So you start with part number 1 and go up from there, but there's no numbers on the sprues.
Ah, so it's visual.
You need the picture. Yeah. But they do quite cunningly colour code bits where there's more than one of each bit.
All right, okay.
That's number 42, but there's also another one over there that they haven't numbered, but it's the same colour as that one. So it's quite straightforward. You get used to it. Right. One on the side is bigger than the other. That's interesting.
Said that just to the bishop.
One of them is at an angle. Okay. It's that way round. So I've got to fold it that way.
I take it as with all photo etch, there's kind of prescribed lines on these, or is there indentations or anything like that?
Yeah, it's all sort of laser cut and laser etched and
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
some
I can
bits
see
are
the
just
fit,
sort of
yeah.
scribed, and some bits are actually like perforated to really make it easier to fold. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see this bit, for instance, has got
I can see the lines on it. Yeah.
light lines that are actually holes through
Yeah.
it, so that will fold
Some
really easily.
it's really quite clever stuff, actually.
All right, let's see if that you can go onto there. Oh, the legs actually need to go like that. So there's a bit to it. Let's see, that's not going to go through there. That's much too close together. So I've made these have actually bent in
looks
far
like
too
you've done
much. They need to open up more.
Oh no, you have done his thighs, right enough. Aye.
So that actually needs to be much further open.
Ooh.
So I've done the legs almost round where they should be almost flattened a little bit. So a bit thinner and thicker that way.
Or does it not show you that in the instructions? Like,
Not
no.
really. You can't really tell from some of the pictures.
Yeah.
It does say there's actually like a QR code that you're meant to scan and use. It gives you a 3D version
Oh, so it gives you the card
that
drawings.
you can actually go to and sort of scan around and look at, but not of the full instructions, just of the finished bit. That's got to go a lot further open than that. That's a long way apart. Don't know about that.
Was there one of those on each side, like?
Yeah. I know what that's the one bit goes in the middle, and the legs come together like that.
Oh, right, okay.
So they've actually just got to bend in, but there's holes just at the edges of here, and that's where those got to go through.
Oh, so that'll give you your width. Yeah.
So I've got to widen them out quite a lot.
You've not got anything tapered that you can use to a bit of tapered dowel or something.
The solid bit just there in the leg anyway, so it's only that far down.
Yeah. So that's all right then.
Let's just stretch it a little bit and see how it goes. It's getting there.
I'd have been looking for my tapered cone cutters. You know the ones that you get for putting on the drill?
Oh, yeah.
I would have probably been using that to stretch it. I'm always looking for different tools in my toolbox to try stuff out. But it shouldn't be that hard to bend it back. So I suppose if they'd done the instructions slightly different, you would be bending them as far in as the pins on that wee thing. Aye.
Yeah.
And there's one on each bit.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's getting there. Right, the one side's on, so I know it's doable.
So you stretch them out, put the holes through and bend wee tabs over, is that?
Yeah, that's basically
It's quite clever. Oh, I can see it coming. I can see the shape of it coming together now. Yeah, right, okay.
through there. There we go. And then just sort of get in and bend those tabs in or out, just so they're flattened.
The Spy's going to be testing some new paints on spoons. Now, I tend to use spoons as well, but David Morris says don't use them. They're convex or giving a false impression. Use the knives instead.
Depends what kit you're building. Most kits aren't dead flat panels.
Yeah, cars kind of curved. The bikes are curved on the tanks.
Yeah, unless you're building a stealth fighter.
Yeah.
It's all going to have curves to it.
I tend to use spoons myself because then they catch the reflection, but yeah.
Right. David Morris says England are now losing. I heard that.
Who are they playing?
Pain from downstairs.
Who are they playing? I don't follow football at all. But...
Croatia tonight.
Go on, Croatia! Oh, sorry, that's typical
Yeah,
Scotsman reply, isn't it?
It says, as a Briton, I'd probably be upset if I cared about football.
Yeah. It's just Scotland all supports whatever team that England's playing. For some reason, we've done it for years. I don't know why.
Spid says that's looking very nice. I was hoping to be sorted enough to join the stream and join in with the Millennium Falcon Metal Earth kit he's got. Next time, I'm going to be calling it a night soon, so I'll be doing another one where shall be progressing up the body. So
You did that, Matt.
there's time. I shall give some more notice rather than yesterday to say when I'm going to be doing the next bit. It would have been nice to do it when the next England match is, but I'm busy both Saturday and Sunday. When it sounds like it's going to be Saturday that they're playing the third place match. But
you did a Batmobile as well, didn't you? Was that
I did a Batmobile. That was the other live stream thing that I did in Batmobile, which was fun. That was good.
That looked tricky.
It had its moments, but if you know what you're building, then if you know basically what it's going to look like, then it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And that's conveniently, actually, I think I'm going to finish there because that's finished this page. I've got another page of instructions to do over here. And you end up looking like that. Apparently not with a funny looking face, though.
Was that the pose he's in then, as if he's firing one of the...
Yep. Yeah, that'll be that's the packet. That's the end result.
All right.
Which is nice. So it's mainly red with gold highlights. The silvery bit in there. Just those silver bits. 4 silver bits. So I think that's the hands as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's 3 of them. We'll worry about that later.
Don't think I could handle doing one of those, but it looks impressive.
You should get one and try. You can get basic, this is a more expensive, bigger kit, but you can get basic ones for sort of 7 or 8 quid.
Problem I would have is, see where you're using your left hand to form up the part, and then the right hand to use the tweezers. Well, I've got nerve damage in my left hand. I wouldn't be able to.
No, right. You do sort of need 2 hands to do it. It would be tricky to do with 1 hand. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I've not got the grip. I've got nerve damage, so yeah.
Spid says, knives, spoons forever. Yeah, you've got to have spoons forever. Has everyone joined the Spoon Painter HQ club?
Oh, is that one, is there?
There's a group that Paul invented as a joke, but people started joining it. I think it's got like 40 members now. But
quite an interesting topic, David's actually raised.
It's quite a useful technique of different primers and different painting methods on top of them. So go and have a look. I'll find a link and put it.
Yeah, I think it's more just for testing the paint. I mean, if David's on about if you're going for super shiny and stuff, then a flat surface is probably better. Yeah, I suppose. All right.
Yeah, I think it all depends on what you're after and what your end result's going to be, isn't it? And what it is you're painting. But I think spoons give you more surface area per utensil. Knives is probably less because it's longer but a lot thinner.
I've used knives when I've run out of spoons. You know, when you buy the multi-pack, it's got spoons, forks, and knives.
And knives, yeah.
And you seem to be left with a load of knives.
Yeah, forks are rubbish.
Yeah.
Sporks are the way forward.
Sporks.
Mickle Pickle says he's a member of Spoons already.
Oh, so it is actually a thing?
It is a thing, yeah. Yeah. Spit says he's a founder and member of Spoon Painter's Facebook page.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll find it. I shall find it and post a link in the chat.
I mean, if I'm just testing primers or something like that, I'll just spray a few spoons, and it's not to see what depth of reflection or anything. It's just to see, does it spray on nice? Does it, can you put?
Yeah, I mentioned it to someone earlier on Facebook because they showed a spoon that they painted and did some rust weathering on it. And it looked really good. So I said, "Oh, you need to put that in the Spoon Painter HQ." So that, and all of a sudden, it got another half dozen members. The power of mentioning things on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody can afford sheets of plastic art to waste to test out new painting techniques. So you can have something like a spoon or a plastic spoon or a fork or whatever just to try things out.
Yeah, let me stop that and go to the chat. Post chat publicly. I shall post in a link to the Facebook group. There you go. Spoon Painter HQ. Let's say it's something Paul made up just as a joke, but it's actually taken off. Yeah, Paul made it as a joke, and then everyone started using it. So go and put in pictures of your spoons. Spoon. As Speed said, it started as a joke between Paul and me on a Boom Hut thread. He created it. Surprisingly, we've gathered a few members.
Are you allowed to do things like you get a nice big dessert spoon and scoop some really nice ice cream into it and then take a photograph of that? Is that allowed?
On that group, absolutely. We
Right.
encourage it. In fact, I put a picture up of several forks.
Just to upset the apple cart.
But originally it was designed just as a joke. But
Just a bit of fun.
I say when real people started joining it, we got a little bit concerned because we weren't expecting real people to join it.
Yeah. What's that little Lego thing that you're playing about with there?
That's my lunar lander from the Lego Saturn V.
Oh, I might seen that.
I just noticed that the flag fell off, so I standed the flag back up again.
Quite a big kit, that Lego kit, isn't it?
It is. It's almost the same size as the 144 one. It's slightly larger, actually.
I bet price-wise it's quite a bit more, though.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. I don't remember how much the plastic Rebel one was. I think I got it really cheap.
I think it was under 30 quid I got mine for.
Yeah, the Lego one's 100 or just over, I think.
Yeah, I thought that.
And it's a quicker build as well, and you don't have to paint it.
I like the Lego BB-8 that you did. That was quite cool because you turned the
that's
dials
good.
on the side.
That also comes with the Lego kit.
Oh, look. Oh.
Which is the
It lands in the water. Yeah.
landing thing. Yeah, it's quite cool. I like that.
Quite smart.
Right. I'm going to call that a night, actually. It's 9:30, so that's been 2.5 hours. I'm sorry, 2.5 hours of your life that you're never going to get back.
That's all right. I thought I'd pop in and keep you company for a wee bit, Chris.
Yeah, no, thank you for popping in, Terry. And thanks for Dave for popping in earlier as well. Hopefully, when I'm not going to do any more of it off camera. I'll leave that to one side and arrange another time to come back and do some more. Hopefully, Spig can come in and do his Falcon while we're doing it as well. It's nice to have someone to chat to rather than just wearing out my voice talking to myself.
Yeah, it makes life a little bit easier.
So yeah, we'll arrange some sort of a Metal Earth group build.
Well, I'll probably just be painting Warhammers or something like that.
No, you can get a Metal Earth one, it's fine.
I've not been at the bench for 2 weeks. So yeah.
That's all good. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for popping in the chat and keeping me company there. And I don't know if the football's actually finished, but if it's not, it will be very soon. So you can escape back to.
If it's not gone, Croatia. Sorry.
I'm sure somebody's going to win sooner or later, and then other things will happen.
Folk cheering outside Croatia just scored again.
They kicked a ball and they scored a net, and it's all good. So yes, thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned for more. I'd say we'll try and give you a bit more notice when the next one's going to be coming up, but it won't be immediately. It'll be in a week or two, I should think. Try and find a night when people are free and when there's nothing exciting on telly.
Apologies for being late, Chris. I thought it was
no problem. Thank you. Hopefully we'll get a few more in, say next time when there's a bit more notice. But if not, I'm happy to go on my own. So
Oh, there's your daughter, and I think is that Gemma.
Yep, she's popped in downstairs. That's my wife actually. Popped in. Said we lost apparently.
Yeah, I heard a lot of male cheers going on up here in Scotland just a few minutes ago. So I take it Croatia won.
Did they not want us to win? Oh, they don't want us to win because you're them.
Scotland always support whatever other teams playing against England. It's just
it's the traditional. As long as it's not England, we're happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I quite like the we lost because I don't recall her playing herself, but
yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't playing. But yeah, oh well, that's it. All the hopes dashed for another year, another 4 years.
Coming home then, is it?
They're coming home. Yeah, that's how the song goes, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
coming home. Yeah. I don't know. Do they get to stay out there and watch the final themselves, or do they have to just come home?
I don't know.
I assume they get kicked out. They have to come home straight away.
Yeah.
If you go, don't stop at the hotel.
It would cost the club money to put them up in the hotel, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right. I'm going to find a cupboard to put that in out of the way and let you know when the next part's going to happen. As I say, thanks everybody for watching. Come back and stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel for more, and we'll see you soon. Yeah. That's a wave in the right direction. Yeah.
That actually looks like you're doing a doctor's inspection in the army of a young man's test. Could you just cough for me, sir? Oh, the royal wave.
Right. Night all. Thanks for watching. Bye.
You got a button. You got a button.